A choice can either be a good or a bad one. The residents of these small apartments are faced with the choice constantly. Yes or no has never been more thrilling or more devastating. Cole, Alessandra, and Eleanor are jumping out of the pot and into the frying pan. Holman Enterprise is opening a brand new branch into gaming. Cole's going to start the groundwork on new technology. The catch? Reporting to Frank Holman every week. It's worth it. If he gets access to all the new tech out there, he's going to improve upon it and then make his own company. Alessandra wants to be an investor, and who's better to have as a mentor than Frank Holman himself? Alessandro is going to make a name for himself and shine as bright as Holman Enterprises. How did Eleanor get here? She's a personal chef for Holman. And what's worse is the man keeps trying to get in her pants. How sleazy. She should have had a Michelin rated restaurant by now. If she wasn't such a slave to the finer things in life, she wouldn't be here. What's worse is not only is she getting hounded by the company writer to keep her image professional, but they're adding an image consultant as well. Hey everyone, it's Nick Sims, and this will be the speed build for the house stacked. Is stacked houses, I think. Ooh, I think that's what it's called. Gosh, I forgot already. That's terrible. I just started this video. That's okay. So this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath lot. Um and it has 3 completely separate units in it. And then it has like a little laundry room or a little laundromat in the back so that they can do their laundry. Um, and as you see, I moved the lot over. I ended up moving it, I think, like 2 more times during this whole build. I tried to make the space as small as possible. I barely use any room on this lot. Both of the boys live downstairs, and Eleanor's room is upstairs, which she has the biggest apartment, I'm assuming. I think she does. It starts out bigger, but then it gets smaller as I end up changing um this lot. Actually, all of their units get smaller. So currently right now, they all are pretty decent sized. And by the time this is over, they're all as small as I could make them. I could probably make them smaller. I could probably make them a lot smaller, but these weren't meant to be anything big or lavish. Um, they are just made for them to survive, I guess. I guess you can just say that they were made for them just to survive in. Um, and once I get inside there, I'll like compact the rooms even more. Um, I like that I did that. I like that it's not supposed to be comfortable, and they're all really barren on the inside as well, because like they're not supposed to have money at all. So obviously they're not going to be able to decorate their place. They're just here to sleep and eat and then go to work. Eleanor, she likes expensive makeup and expensive clothes and expensive foods. She's a chef, and uh she started working in one of the Holman restaurants, and then he decided that he wanted her for a private chef. Bow chicka wow wow. No. He wanted her for a private chef, so he pulled her out of the restaurant. Was like, "You're gonna have to work for me, and if you don't work for me, then you're not gonna work for anyone." So she goes over to his place and meal preps and cooks them food all the time, um and she just wants to kind of like cut it off and just not not work for him anymore because her dream was to own her own restaurant and have a restaurant become a Michelin star restaurant or a Michelin rated restaurant. Um, and all of that pretty much got just pushed down the drain, like just straight down the drain pipe. And as this introduction was talking about all their choices that they're making, she's having to make the choice that she sacrificed her dream to be able to survive. Um, Going on to Alessandro, who wants to be an investor, and he thinks it's going to be great to work for Frank Holman, and so he's like really excited, trying to get buddy and uh, learn all the tricks of the trades from him, and um, be great just like that. And he's gonna be in for a very big surprise. He'll learn that it's not such a great thing. And then finally Cole, who is this genius tech um guy, he hates Frank Holman, and he's having to pretty much kiss up to him because he has everything that he wants. He has access to all the latest tech, and if he wasn't working for the company, then he wouldn't be able to have access to it. So it's kind of just one of those, the choice he's making is he's having to put up with Frank to get the things that he wants in life. So everybody has their choices. It's really good. As you can see, this apartment is actually pretty big. As you can see, it's not gigantic, but it's decent size. Like, see, I split the room off, and I was like, oh, I'll just make this, a separate area where you have your living room kind of through the kitchen, foyer, whatever, dining space. And then I was like, you know what? No, it's too big. It's way too big. So I deleted that whole room. I was like, nope, bye bye. So that room is gone, and it's pretty much what I'm left with is this room, and I make it work. It's not terrible. I realize there's still plenty of room, even though I removed all of that I removed that whole room. So, and then I didn't have to furnish it as much or spend as much money. So, and then it goes very well with the bear theme. Bear, um, bear essentials, and yeah, I just chuck in the cabinets, and I tried to adjust these, and they weren't. That cork board wasn't working out too well, so I just removed it. I chuck a rug in here and some white drapes, and it's a black and white rug, like a leopard print, whatever, a zebra print, um, and a light, and that is pretty much like it. The fan, I mean, that's it. That's all that's going on in that room. Um, there's not much. It's not supposed to. He was lucky he got some curtains up. He only did that because he wanted privacy. Um, and his bedroom is really small. And I stopped on that room because I was like, okay, I just made that room smaller. So I got distracted. It's like squirrel. And I started making the other apartments smaller because I knew I wanted to have a laundry room in here. So I was like, okay, I will push the walls back and make it behind the stairs so that they kind of have to walk down this alleyway, the sketchy alleyway, um, to get to their laundry room. Um, and then I start finagling with this room, and I'm like, okay, well, the bedroom is here, so we're making it just a little bit smaller so that the bathroom will fit. And then I end up just changing the complete direction of the bedroom and moving it to where my living room area was supposed to be, or either my living room or the dining room, kitchen, something like that. And then the bedroom section becomes our kitchen and dining area. So you have to kind of walk outside of the bathroom outside of the bedroom to get to the bathroom. Um, Not too bad. And then I'm just still working on trying to get this laundry room to fit properly. And I'm like, this is a really big space. So I was like, why do I need all this? I deleted it and then the stairs messed up and I keep on going back and forth in this whole entire section. It's pretty funny. But I mean, I get it to work after like 50 tries. And then I realized that it's screwing with the upstairs staircase. So I'm like, okay, I gotta figure out how to make this room work. So I ended up blocking off that section of room behind the stairs just to kind of make it seem like more alleyway and there's nothing there. Maybe a boiler room. I don't know. Something small and insignificant. And then I turned that area that was supposed to be the dining room into the bedroom, like I said I did earlier. Then I come back and I change this and I change that bedspread to green. Um, Chuck a couple of like super cheap looking Walmart lamps in there. Mm. And then, yeah, the bathroom set. I think all the bathrooms kind of are close enough to the same because they're all obviously built at the same time. So, um, the builder just chucked the same stuff in there. Hold on. Ah, gosh, I'm yawning. I don't know why I'm yawning. It's not that late. It's 11 o'clock at night. It's kind of late. Just a little bit. That's okay. Um, so I couldn't figure out how I wanted to set this room up because I'm like, okay, this is really awkward space. It's like catty cornered. So the kitchen is actually kind of big for the room. I should have just kept it 4 across, 5 across, something like that. I should have just left it at that size that it was. Like just did one wall instead of two, but I didn't want my um I don't know. I really don't know why I did it the way I did. It's weird. Hmm. Maybe I should have done that differently. Nah, it works. It's basic. They're not all the three apartments aren't supposed to look exactly the same. Um, at least this one has at least a couple of pictures thrown up. Um, I think this one is Cole's apartment. I think I like that rug. It's cute. It's like a little geometric pattern. And yeah, I think this is a Cole's apartment because I have to put a computer in later. I don't know if I recorded that. That might have been later once I was trying to figure out like who's gonna have what room. I realized, oh crap, there is not a computer in this room. So the plant goes and a computer kind of goes in that corner and everything else gets shuffled over to the side. It's still walkable and still usable. Um, and this is me chucking in that laundry room. Yay! So brown laundry room with brown machines. It works. And moving up to Eleanor's condo, it doesn't take me too long to do this one. And there's a lot of room. There's actually quite a bit of room in here. I have enough room for the computer desk and a living room, a pretty decent sized living room, and the dining room. Um, and I did make it smaller again because I realized I'm like, okay, I'm shrinking everybody else's space. I gotta shrink hers too, at least a little bit. And I left the bedroom. All the bedrooms are 4x4. Um, and yeah, so dining table, and I ended up moving that. I like those chairs. They're Peacemaker chairs, and they kind of have like a tweed texture to them. I guess it's tweed. Yeah. Um, has that tweed texture to it. So I thought that was pretty neat. Um, I'm using that word a lot. I need to stop. I need to stop umming and uhs. That rug does not go in here at all. It looks terrible. So that definitely changes to something at least a little bit more simple. And it's after this point when I realized I'm like, oh crap, I need to I need to have a computer in here. She was actually not going to be a chef. Eleanor wasn't going to be a chef. Eleanor was going to be, I think, in the media career is what I was going to have her as, but I felt like she needed to be that chef, and her story kind of started flowing a little bit better once I changed her her profession, and it kind of made a little bit more sense, especially since I added the consultant, and the consultant just kept on popping up everywhere. I'm like, it's not too shabby. I like that. So, once I changed these lights out, I think that's pretty much it for this entire building. No outdoor decorations, nothing. It's just on a blank lot. Checking lights in, and that's pretty much it. And then we'll probably just be jumping into the screenshots of this building here, and you'll see it's so basic. It's so basic, but it's good. You can actually find this on the gallery if you do hashtag stacked houses or STACK houses, or hashtag Nick Sims, or hashtag Nick's builds. Either one of those three hashtags, and you'll be able to find it. Or if you go to my origin ID Nick Sim, you'll be able to find all of my builds on the gallery that I've done. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So just, going through the apartments. That was Alessandro's, very masculine, the black and white. Um, Very male, like it's such a male thing. Males love black. It's like just their thing. This is Cole's apartment. A little bit more color in it. And his bathroom is so tiny. All of their bathrooms are so tiny, but they're all plain and blah. Plain and blah. And then his bedroom is pretty plain as well. Black, and then blue curtains randomly because he has a blue rug in there. And then going up to Eleanor's, which is actually the most colorful and decorative feminine apartment. And there's another view of the living room. And then we have one of the dining room, I believe, and the computer chair area. Am I right? Am I right? Oh, no. The kitchen. The kitchen. the computer area, and then the living room and bathroom, and that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you watched here.